There is a truth that few people recognize. In a world full of noise, chaos, and pressure, silence is a crown, one that only truly strong individuals know how to wear. Imagine walking through a crowded city where everyone around you is talking, arguing, boasting, and vying for attention. Sounds flood in from every direction, pulling you into a whirlwind of emotions, worry, and stress. In that moment, one person simply walks calmly, observes, and lets their actions speak for them. This person doesn't need to shout, prove themselves, or stand out. They understand that silence, when worn like a crown, is a power that rises above all the noise. Stoic philosophy, thousands of years old, taught this wisdom. He who is master of himself is truly free. Epictetus. In other words, when you maintain calm and silence amid life's storms, you hold the greatest power, control over your own mind, and the ability to choose how to respond. In today's video, we will explore why silence in a noisy life is a crown of power, how great figures in history and modern times used silence to create influence and success, practical Stoic principles to help you maintain silence and focus even when everything around you is chaotic. Most importantly, how to put on this crown of silence yourself, transforming it into inner strength and a tool to guide your life. Prepare to uncover a truth few dare to admit. Amid the noise and chaos, those who master silence are the true victors. To understand why silence is a crown, we first look to Stoic philosophy. Thousands of years ago, philosophers recognized the timeless value of silence and self-control. Stoicism emphasizes that it is not external circumstances that define you, but how you respond to them. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Keep your mind calm, for all disturbance comes from within, not from without." In today's noisy, pressure-filled world, those who maintain silence hold control. They are not swept away by negative emotions, they do not react impulsively, and they choose to observe before acting. Picture two people in the same chaotic situation. The first person constantly talks, trying to prove themselves, rushing decisions, letting emotions control their actions. The second person remains silent, breathes deeply, observes the situation, listens carefully, and acts precisely and purposefully. 1 year later, who will achieve real results? Who will earn lasting respect and influence? Clearly, the one who acts calmly and thoughtfully is the true winner. Silence is not weakness or shyness. On the contrary, it is a way to focus energy, observe, and evaluate, helping you make smarter decisions. It allows you to 1. Assess situations accurately, without clouded judgment from emotions. 2. Act based on reason, values, and goals, rather than fleeting impulses. 3. Create lasting influence as others respect your composure and decisiveness. History is full of living examples of this power. Marcus Aurelius led the Roman Empire through military and political crises without shouting or boasting. Every action demonstrated inner strength and authority. Nelson Mandela maintained composure during 27 years in prison, learning and observing, so that upon release, his decisions and actions had a global impact. Warren Buffett. In volatile markets, he acts based on analysis, not herd mentality, letting results prove his competence. Clearly, when worn like a crown, silence not only protects your mind, but also makes you genuinely powerful in life and work. Now, let's dive into how to transform silence into practical power, so you can apply this not just in theory, but in daily life. Those who wear the crown of silence are not avoiding challenges. They choose the right time to act, manage their energy, and focus on what matters most. 1. Focus on what you can control. A core Stoic principle is that much of our anxiety comes from caring about things beyond our control. Instead of getting drawn into fruitless arguments, those who embrace silence know that their most valuable energy should be spent taking action and producing real results. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Do what is within your power with honesty and clarity." In practice, this means focusing on tasks, work, and actions you can influence, rather than worrying about others' opinions, comments, or expectations. 2. Use silence to observe and learn. Those who wear the crown of silence always use quiet to observe. In meetings, debates, or personal relationships, they listen before speaking. They analyze situations and choose the right action. They learn from others, even in the midst of argument or anger. This behavior helps them understand better, evaluate more accurately, and act wisely. 3. Act rather than boast. A key trait of the silent and strong is action over words. Rather than boasting about achievements or making empty promises, they work quietly, maintain habits, and discipline themselves. The results of their actions speak for themselves, demonstrating competence, strength, and reliability. Modern examples include Warren Buffett. Never boasts about investment decisions. Long-term results show his wisdom and calm. Oprah Winfrey built a media empire patiently, quietly, focusing on action rather than noise. Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison, never complaining or boasting, yet upon release, his influence and credibility were unmatched. 4. Silence as a tool in relationships and work. Silence allows you to command respect. When others see you are not swayed by emotion or meaningless arguments, they naturally respect your decisions and words. Resolve conflicts effectively. Instead of reacting impulsively, you observe, analyze, and respond constructively. Improve efficiency. Focus on important tasks and avoid wasting energy on unnecessary distractions or disputes. In a world full of noise, information overload, and pressure, maintaining the crown of silence is never easy. Those who master this strength consistently follow principles. Those who maintain the crown of silence follow certain principles that help them control themselves, focus their energy, and stand out from the crowd. 1. Know when to speak and when to stay silent. Silence is not avoidance or fear. On the contrary, it is the ability to choose the right moment to act and speak. When information is insufficient, remain silent to observe. When emotions are high, breathe quietly, consider carefully, and only respond when you are in control. When actions speak louder than words, results will naturally demonstrate your strength. 2. Separate emotions from action. Those who wear the crown of silence understand that strong emotions can lead to poor decisions. When angry, anxious, or disappointed, they do not react immediately. They observe their feelings, analyze the situation, and choose actions based on reason and their personal values. The result? More effective actions, fewer regrets, and lasting influence. 3. Act quietly but consistently. The silent and strong do not need attention or to boast. They maintain personal habits and discipline. Take small but deliberate steps, each action working toward a larger goal. Let results speak for themselves rather than relying on words or showmanship. Examples: Marcus Aurelius led the Roman Empire through decisive action and wise decisions without shouting or proving power. Nelson Mandela Silent in prison, but upon release, his influence and credibility were unmatched without explanation. 4. Focus on value, not attention. Those who wear the crown of silence understand. True prominence comes not from noise, but from the value you create and the influence you exert. They do not compete for attention or try to prove themselves. They focus on meaningful work, act wisely, and let results speak for themselves. 5. Use silence to increase influence. Silence does not make you weaker. It enhances subtle power. In relationships, builds respect, credibility, and trust. At work, colleagues and superiors see your calm consistency and naturally turn to you for guidance and collaboration. In life, helps you think clearly, make wise decisions, and avoid being swept up by external pressure. Wearing the crown of silence is not just philosophy. It is a practical tool to create influence and achieve success in any area. Let's explore how these principles translate into real-world results. 1. At work. Actions speak louder than words. Those who wear the crown of silence in the workplace stand out for their actions, not their words. They don't boast about achievements or engage in meaningless arguments. They focus on important work and complete tasks with precision and consistency. Their results demonstrate their competence. Practical examples. An employee quietly delivers an outstanding project without fanfare, earning recognition from peers and supervisors. Warren Buffett does not chase market trends or hot tips, yet long-term results prove his calm decisiveness and skill. 2. In relationships, build respect and credibility. Silence does not mean isolation. Rather, it is a tool to listen and understand others instead of reacting hastily. Maintain composure in debates, making relationships more durable. Avoid unnecessary conflicts and build natural credibility. Examples. A calm friend in family or social groups earns respect by staying composed and giving timely advice. Nelson Mandela maintained calm in the face of provocation, building trust and becoming a globally respected leader. 3. In personal development, focus on core values. Those who wear the crown of silence do not chase external validation, but concentrate on developing skills, knowledge, and mindset. Prioritize important actions, emphasizing quality over quantity. Let the results of their efforts demonstrate their strength and capability. Daily practice. List the 3 most important tasks each day and complete them with focus. Pause before reacting, observe emotions, and choose responses based on reason. Track personal progress without boasting, simply for self-evaluation and improvement. 4. Transform silence into spreading influence. Once you maintain the crown of silence, your influence naturally spreads. Colleagues, friends, and family recognize your reliability and consistency. You become the person others turn to for wise decisions or sound advice. Silence and action make you stand out in a noisy crowd without seeking attention. Historical examples. Marcus Aurelius. Each decision during military and political crises exemplified calm strength. Oprah Winfrey built her media empire through patience, focus, and quiet action rather than showmanship. 5. Practical takeaways for you. Ask yourself, have you let silence and action guide you? Today, choose one important task and complete it without boasting. When facing conflict, pause, breathe, and respond with reason. Track your progress, letting results speak for your competence. These small but consistent actions will help you maintain the crown of silence, build credibility and influence, and become the strongest version of yourself. We've explored the philosophy of, in the noise of life, keep your silence crowned through 6 parts. Now, the crucial step is to turn it into daily practice and let the power of silence guide your life. 1. Philosophy summary. Silence is not shyness or weakness. It is the strength of someone who knows how to control themselves. Actions speak louder than words. Results and deeds always have more impact than promises or bragging. Being consistent and calm in a noisy world helps you stand out, build credibility, and create lasting influence. The crown of silence symbolizes inner confidence. It's a way for you to lead rather than be led. 2. Applying the philosophy in daily life. To wear the crown of silence, you can practice simple steps. 1. Start the day with focus. Spend 5 to 10 minutes meditating or doing deep breathing. Identify 1 to 3 important tasks and mentally prepare to act effectively. 2. Observe and manage your emotions. When stressed or in conflict, pause, breathe, and choose your response based on reason. 3. Act quietly but consistently. Complete tasks, focus on results, and avoid showing off or proving yourself to others. 4. Track personal progress. Monitor your own growth, letting results speak for your inner strength. 3. Benefits of wearing the crown of silence. Increase influence. Others naturally respect you for your calmness and effective actions. Make wiser decisions. When not driven by emotion or external pressure, you make better choices. Sustainable personal growth. You focus on core values and improve daily, rather than chasing recognition or approval. Historical examples demonstrate this clearly. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor who acted calmly amid crises, leaving a lasting legacy. Nelson Mandela, patient, disciplined, and silent, becoming a global leadership icon. Oprah Winfrey quietly built a media empire through patience and focused action. 4. Message to the audience. Let the crown of silence guide you. Stay silent when needed. Focus when it matters. Act without needing to prove yourself to anyone. Let results speak for your strength and value. This is how you become the strongest version of yourself. Quiet, unassuming, yet reliable and prominent. If this video inspires you, hit like to support the video. Subscribe to Stoic Crowned Silence so you don't miss more videos on Stoic philosophy and personal growth. Comment below. Share one action you'll take today to wear the crown of silence in your life. Remember, be silent, act, and let results speak. This is how you build inner strength, create lasting influence, and become the leader of your own life, even in a world full of noise.